Wendy, just for the public's benefit, two lots to the south, there is in your map at page 26, there is a subdivision. I count around, I don't know how many lots in there. Is that in existence right now? That's real, right?
Yeah.
Is the zoning of that subdivision the same? Is it WR3 as it is the one that is being proposed right now?
The subdivision to the south, two lots to the south, had
Yeah.
a WR2 zoning district.
WR2. And
This one has WR3.
so if, just hypothetically, if those were all single lots within the by right of the zoning, how many houses could I build in there? Could happen to be built in there, maximum?
46.
46.
46 units,
46
maybe not
units.
necessarily 46 lots.
Okay.
Because they can do apartments and multiplex type buildings.
While they're proposing
16,
60.
yeah.
Thank you. Mr. Acting Deputy Mayor, I move to approve the Après Village preliminary plat WPP 23-01 as presented by the staff.
I'll second.
Okay, it's moved and seconded. Giuseppe, would you like to speak to your motion?
Yes, I'd love to speak to it. Zoning is law, and when a developer or an owner buys, it gets stuck with that zone, WR3, I am WSR, where I live, and that's the rule of engagement to me. So I actually feel for the fact that it is very important to have a long-term plan for the city. And that's why I've always been adamant, and finally, we're all working towards a rewrite of the growth policy, because it's important to put legislation, which is zoning or land use, in place that mirrors the 40 years. We're playing with the 20 years vision for Whitefish, but ideally 40 years vision. So for that reason, right now, on that WR3, I'm actually pleased to see, but that's a personal pleasantry. The rules are the rules. Doesn't matter what personally I like or I don't like. I move to approve without further discussion.
That is what Giuseppe's mentioning when he talks about there's a rule for each parcel of property that's within the city and what you can do and what you can't do on it. And if you're concerned, it does take a little bit of work to figure out what your neighborhood is zoned. Those in favor? Raise your hand. Opposed? Like sign. That passes unanimously. Thank you.